Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Ming Chen from Comic Book Ben, and you're listening to Best Threesome Ever. Find Best Threesome Ever on Facebook. Search Best Threesome Ever. That's 3 with the number 3. It is my favorite podcast.
Welcome to Best Threesome Ever, a podcast discussing all things revolving around nerdy pop culture. Probably not what you were expecting, but it's just as fun. Now here are your hosts, Nick, Rob, and Kevin.
I don't mind that they've shaved me already. Everything looks grander.
And that's also not the point. It's not about you. Stop making it about you.
All right, here we go. Best Threesome Ever, episode 126, brought to you by Heroic Goods and Games and Jaybird Wines. I am most certainly Nick.
I'm Rob.
Kevin.
Cool. Here we are. We're back again for another delightful episode. Of
Sorry, I love that
Best
he tried to
Threesome
set
Ever.
us up this time, and neither of us were
And,
like,
and each
fuck
time it was fewer words.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good stuff.
Choices. Everybody's got choices.
Maybe.
Shit. I need
Here's
to
an,
check something.
here's an interesting question to
Yes.
ponder. Before I ask Rob about emails, so this will give him time to look at the emails. You're welcome.
Weird. He knew exactly what I was thinking.
I did.
Classic.
Pete and Pete.
Pete and Pete.
Show Pete and Pete.
Yeah, tall redhead kid and short, stocky redhead
Absolutely.
kid.
Kind of a weird show, but kind of also a delight.
I like the one where we got who was it, Hoover? He collected marshmallows that looked like presidents, and he got one stuck in his nose. And at the end, it's not rocketed onto the wall.
Yeah. I forget his name. Lewis, the strong guy, this world's strongest whatever. You know what I mean?
Sure.
The guy that wore like the tight pants and he like the superhero like was like invincible.
Yeah.
Figment of Pete's imagination or a real guy?
I don't know why.
It's a very interesting, because I always thought he's a real guy, but then if you go back and think about it, what happens if it was just a figment of Pete's imagination and like all the things that he was doing was really Pete doing it, but he just imagined it was somebody else doing it? And then when he grew too old, because there's an episode where he left, right? And he's like, I gotta go, kid. The other kids need me, the puny kids, blah, blah, blah. And it was kind of around the time when, like, you're growing up and you're like, do you believe in Santa Claus? And maybe it was just kind of like,
I think you've been watching Pete and Pete.
no.
Oh, okay. Because I was gonna say it's been a long time, and that's the marshmallow episode sticks out in my head way too strongly for some reason, but the rest of it's a little hazy. I remember bits and pieces. But
I was watching actually on Hulu. No, yes, Hulu. I think there's a Nickelodeon, like how did Nickelodeon get started, and kind of like a documentary about Nickelodeon's, upstarts and all that. And it's very interesting, first of all, and probably one of the first companies to employ a lot of women in high positions, but not very well recognized as that, because pretty much like the president of Nickelodeon was a woman. A lot of the creators were women. It's great. So
it was Van Buren, by the way.
The president.
The president. Yeah.
Van Buren. Yeah, the Van Buren administration. Often on President's Day, I like to sit around and discuss that.
Stop it.
I don't.
Just stop.
Anybody know anything about Van Buren, really?
He had cool hair, I feel. Didn't he have interesting hair?
He's before Garfield, I think. I'm pretty sure. Most certainly sure.
I have no idea what we're talking about. I've been looking for emails.
President Van Buren.
Oh,
gets there.
Martin
Yeah,
Van Buren.
he was the one with the cool hair.
Oh,
Yeah, he had hair everywhere but the top of his head.
Yeah, old man Wolverine.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Jackson, Van Buren, Tyler. No, Jackson. Okay, yeah. He's Garfield way later. Maybe it's earlier. Anyways, I don't care.
Good stuff. This is quality content.
Right. So, speaking of streaming services, so apparently Sony struck a deal with Disney and Marvel and is now allowing Spider-Man to be on Disney Plus.
Thank God.
All of them.
Yep.
Including the old original Toby.
yeah.
Oh, really?
Tobey Maguire.
Yep.
Does this?
Because I was actually telling Saber, I'm like, I really wanted to binge the Raimi trilogy, all in one go, even the bad one.
Oh yeah, me too.
You mean all of them?
I kind of want to do.
Just kidding. Third one was horrible. Third one was bad, dude. Too many
was.
But you intimated, you insinuated,
That
you
the
implied.
second one could possibly be bad.
It's not. It's actually I've said before I really
First
like
of
the
all,
second one.
that is an amazing film. Second of all, there is. It also has what I consider to be the best outtake from a film ever, which is Alfred Molina in the Doc Ock suit with the animatronic arms going about, and then he looks directly at camera and starts doing "If I Were a Rich Man" from Fiddler with the with the claws clapping along to the beat. It's my favorite.
Is that the one where what's his nuts is Rhino at the end? Or is that the third one?
That's
That's none of
Giamatti.
them.
That's none of them.
That's
That's
Amazing
Giamatti
Spider-Man 2.
Oh, that's right.
That was the fifth one, good sir.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I liked that one. It's not good.
The second one?
Spider-Man 2?
It's not good, but I
Amazing
liked
2?
it. I think I consider it in the same realm as that first Michael Bay Ninja Turtles movie.
Oh.
As a whole, it's not great, but the sum of its parts are high quality.
Yeah.
The soundtrack is incredible. I really like Jamie Foxx as Electro.
I did too.
The
So did
death
Sony.
scene of Gwen Stacy, spoiler alert, was outstanding. Even that stupid ass spiderweb hand that was reaching for her, just the way her head smacked that fucking bottom of that well or whatever she was falling down was heartbreaking. It was on the whole not great, but I think it really did have its moments. Though I wish they had kept the suit closer to what it was in the first Amazing Spider-Man. I like the fact that they changed it up and made it kind of cool looking, and then they just made it look
So it's like Taco Bell.
Taco John's.
It's like Taco John's.
It's like Taco John's.
Yeah. All the sums of its parts are great, wonderful, but on the whole, not great.
Yeah.
And Emma Stone is Potato Lays.
Yep. You eat them up all day long.
I was making a butt joke, but cool.
I thought she snapped her back when she got at the end there. She little
It
snapped.
was.
She died. She died. Who cares?
It looked like her spine snapped and her head hit the thing. I think it was a combo, but yeah,
Right.
it was.
And finally,
It was brutal.
they played the physics part of like what Spider-Man would actually have to go through, like it's actually legit physics.
I will clarify my previous statement by stating that Gwen Stacy has always been a Friggy character, and that is unfortunate. But at the end of the day, because she's a Friggy character, I don't terribly care about her.
Like even when she comes back as Spider-Gwen. And all
Oh,
that?
no. I should. Yeah, when she comes back as Spider-Gwen, awesome. But like her initial storyline is that she's Spider-Man's girlfriend. Well, no, she's Peter Parker's girlfriend, and she dies to move the plot along. And it's just she's a classic example of a fridged character, and because of that, I never really got into the character that much.
Well, yeah, in the comics, she was pretty much useless, but
Yeah. Well, to be fair, in the comics, when she was around, that
she
was
was
the
a,
60s.
Yeah, she was a product of the 60s.
She was a product of the 60s.
So Sony.
Kind of. So Sony.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's exciting. So that'll be there, and so that'll be there for however long. Hopefully indefinitely, but who knows? But not far from home. What's the new one? Away from home. Home. Away from home. Away.
No Way Home.
No way home.
I was going to say, let him get there.
Sorry.
No way home.
Oh, nobody help him. Football cream. It's football cream.
No way home. I know it had home in the title because they all have home in the title, and so obviously that
It's Samsonite Home?
his particular Spider-Man will probably get stuck in the multiverse.
Probably. Break me off.
He better not die.
See feet.
Dear Marvel or Sony or whoever's making the fucking movie, don't you dare kill fucking Spider-Man because people will riot.
Yeah.
They've already said they plan on a Spider-Man 4. I don't think they're going to.
And Holland's contract is through a Spider-Man 4 at least.
Well, that's fine, but I'm just saying just don't kill him.
Yeah.
He's already died once, and we all thought he died, and then he blipped back, so it was cool.
That's still one of the hardest scenes in that movie for me. In Infinity War is watching Tom Holland just go, Mr. Stark, no. Like it's so
Yeah.
that's heart-wrenching. It's a heart-wrenching scene.
It is. It absolutely is. But it's exciting when he comes back, and then you're like, kick his ass, Seabass.
Like that scene is so good that even with the foreknowledge of him getting his own film later that year,
Yeah.
or like within a year of the next film, I still like shed some tears.
Right. I think it's amazing that Brie Larson filmed all of that prior to even filming Captain Marvel, but Captain Marvel came out before Endgame.
Yeah, I think it has a lot to do with the filming schedule, though, because
probably.
both Endgame and Infinity War were filmed back to back, like they did Back to the Future 2 and 3,
You're Back to the Future.
and Pirates 2 and 3, I believe. Yep.
And that's the reason that their suits for, like their time suits, were completely digital.
Oh, right.
Those are not practical suits.
No.
Because they didn't know what they were going to look like yet. They hadn't got to that stage of planning, but they had to film, so they're like, fuck it, we'll do it in post.
I still want to know why Rhodey's was his armor and not just a...
Because he was still recovering from the back.
Right, but he still had like his little legs to help him walk.
Yeah, to his little slow legs to help him walk, but, if he's going to be adventuring, it's just...
I suppose.
It makes more sense to put him in the suit.
To be in your suit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is why he couldn't do like a nano suit like Tony's, because it wouldn't give him that
Right.
That back support.
zhuzh.
That extra giddy up in his step.
Yep.
Later on this episode, it's gonna be kind of a groundbreaking episode for us. We're doing something we've never done before. We're gonna do a double-fisted happy ending, where we will talk about both Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Captain America and the Winter Soldier. And
Spoilers, Jesus.
If you haven't figured that out yet, then you live under a rock.
So I was half right about that.
Yes.
And I still think I should have won 100% right, but I was half right about that.
I agree with you.
I do. I absolutely do.
We'll get there later.
And we're going to do Mortal Kombat, probably in that order.
Couples massage.
Yeah, the couples massage.
Oh, I like that. But I will share one thing with you guys here. This is an email we got related to this subject. Backseat handy alternate from
Sean.
No,
No, isn't it?
it was Joe. Joe. I don't know if I should say his last name.
No, don't.
Joe L.
Joe's fine.
Joe L. I'll go with Joe L.
But not.
Cousin to Superman. Listening to your most recent episode, parenthetical, only partway in, and have an idea for you. While I actually really like the term backseat handy, I have an idea for you, the blue ball debrief. So this,
I like it.
Joe, respect for you, commenting and giving us an answer. But respectfully, that comes back to the other conversation of like,
Subtlety.
It's subtlety.
Way better than just sledgehammering the nail on the head like fucking this guy over here.
Well,
And that's
I thought there was another one.
and I don't mean
an
this email.
email.
I have an old friend of mine.
Email or was that a comment or was that an email?
That was an email.
I thought there was another email from Sean about something. Or Stefan, sorry.
Stefan.
I was gonna say
yes,
Sean.
there is a comment from Stefan on the Facebook page, and he posits that something that should be discussed when we get to Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Oh, right. The thing that we
we'll
discussed in an earlier episode, much earlier episode.
And I think we should discuss that when we get to where we're getting.
Well, I think since you made the comment, we can discuss it more in depth, but he's talking about setting up for the Young Avengers.
Yeah, he is.
And we talked about that a lot. Endgame-ish? No, before Endgame.
I feel like right around Endgame is when we
was
discussed
around
it.
Endgame.
Yeah.
I think it was before Endgame because we were talking about
Morgan and
Yes.
And fucking
Cassie.
and Hawkeye's daughter. And,
Yeah.
Well, it must have been after Captain America because then that's when what's her name's daughter was in it. We're like, well, they're showing a lot of kids here. The Young Avengers are suiting up.
Well, no, we definitely discussed it after Endgame.
Did you say Captain America or did you say Captain Marvel?
I said Captain Marvel.
Well, I'm pretty sure.
Rewind, folks. You let us know.
I said Captain America.
Sure you said
meant
But I mean,
Captain
she
Marvel.
doesn't count because she's a big girl now.
Right.
She's a big girl now.
She is because of the blip.
Yeah.
But I'd like to see her lead like an Avengers West Coast sort of a thing.
But
Sure.
But so is
her
Ant-Man's
Ant-Man's daughter. Get White Vision.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just realized.
Katie Bishop.
I for some reason in my brain I was going, yeah, but shit, that kid Monica. Like I was like, I've just discovered a huge plot hole. Monica aged up so much during that 5-year blip, and I went, oh wait.
Took place in the 90s.
Yep.
And then there's also, speaking of that real quick, there was a really, really brief thing
And she blipped.
online
And she blipped, yeah.
with the new Hawkeye movie. It was
Series?
Haley.
Haley Steinfeld.
Thank you.
From my favorite girl in her horse movie.
Right. And
True Grit?
And
Bumblebee.
Oh.
and Gamble. You're welcome. That's another SWAT reference. Standing there talking, and then they show like a brief little thing about from them in the movie set, and then that's it. It's like a nanosecond of a clip.
Saber and I just rewatched SWAT recently. Jeremy Renner is a baby in that movie.
Yep.
He is roughly 7 years old.
Accurate. 100%.
And it is... It sure has aged away.
Oh, no.
It's very... it very bootlicky of a film.
Oh. All right. That's unfortunate.
I don't remember that. I remember they discussed some things. I mean, yes and no. Well, yeah, you're right. Yeah.
I don't believe I've ever seen it.
You should see it.
You should see it.
It's enjoyable.
It is enjoyable, but
And
you just have to watch it as though this is a fun alternate universe where cops actually do what they're supposed to.
Yeah, and have a 5-man SWAT team, which is not.
Hey, they were a special unit.
Sure, we're special.
I'll show you a special unit.
Yeah.
Something Michelle Rodriguez.
Definitely my second favorite Michelle Rodriguez movie. Probably my first.
Really?
More than any of the Fast and Furiouses or Resident Evil. Or
No, Resident Evil would be number 2. The first Resident Evil. Don't like any of the Fast and Furious movies. Don't care.
That is
surprises me.
shocking.
Yeah.
They basically turned into Dungeons and Dragons movies.
Yeah.
Now, I haven't watched the last few because they are nonsense.
But they're fun nonsense.
But they're among Saber's favorites, so she's making me marathon those some bitches before we go see the new one.
The 9.
Yeah.
When you take down a submarine with cars, you kind of
shoot a
lost-
whole ass car into space in the next one. Fuck you. Fuck your rules.
Yeah.
Well, Elon Musk already did it, so really, they're just stealing his idea.
But his was attached to something. This is just a car with rockets
Yeah.
chasing a plane.
Atlantis into space.
Fucking A.
Yeah.
I thought the grappling hook thing was stupid. They're like, no, fuck you. We got plans.
You thought the grappling hook was stupid? Batman has a grappling hook on his car to spin around corners.
Yeah, but
To spin around corners.
Oh, I didn't see what the grappling hook was for.
There was
Grapples-
over the Grand
Grand
Canyon or some
that's right.
shit.
Yeah.
That's right. I've seen bits and pieces of them because at work it's usually on the TVs because cable plays the same movies every fucking week. Like all the Fast and the Furious is all everything. So
through Fast 5, they are fun. They're fun, stupid car movies, and I love
I will take your word for it.
6, 7, and 8 are nonsense.
I will take your word for it.
They are
nonsense.
They're a modern D&D campaign.
Yeah.
All right.
They really
because Vin Diesel has a lot of creative license with the movies, and he is a big fucking nerd.
Yep.
And that is what he has driven these to be.
I don't get it.
Oh, shut up.
Fuck. Come on. Aren't they his properties or his creative? He created them, kind of like Riddick.
I don't know if he created them like he did Riddick, but
No.
he has a lot of say in them now.
Right. Yeah.
All right, I'm just looking at
Ever
our timer.
since I think 4, because
Yeah.
he
got it.
he didn't touch 2, and 3 he was only in at the end. But
Right.
3 also I think takes place after a couple of them.
Tokyo Drift?
Yeah, the timeline's weird.
Okay, okay. I actually know this.
All I remember
Fuck,
from
I
Tokyo
know
Drift, because I only saw it once, and that was that the kid was supposed to be 16, but he had a bald spot and
Right.
crow's feet. He was like, I'm 15. Gotta go in for my colonoscopy prep.
Yeah. It goes in timeline order, like in chronological order for the films. It goes Fast 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, Tokyo Drift, 7, 8.
Sure.
And 6 and Tokyo Drift happened roughly at the same time.
Well, multiverse.
Yeah.
I was going to blame it on multiverse.
Yes, Tokyo Drift takes place after 6, so it's
Yes.
1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 3,
3,
7, 8, 9.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Hobbs and Shaw is somewhere in
Until
there.
they're eventually just like basically a J.J. Abrams Star Trek movie.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on. Trailers. A few trailers dropped, or talks of trailers.
Yeah, Shang-Chi, the Chenrix!
You get to that one. Cool. If you understood what that was.
Like, I had to sit here and parse it because I didn't quite understand what he was saying.
Right. This isn't quite a trailer, but Love, Death, and Robots Volume 2 is going to be coming out, which I'm super excited for.
I'm excited for that too.
First one
I
was-
really enjoyed the first one, but I like a good weird anthology, so
Right.
I
Sure.
was all about it.
Yeah, it was very like liquid television-y.
Animatrix.
Yeah. Oh, God, yeah.
Oh, loved the Animatrix, especially the one with the butt. And the Distance Runner one, where the art style was really creative.
Was that the kid? No,
It was the track star, the little black kid, and he freed himself by running just as fucking hard as he could until his heart gave out.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it was a really good one.
I don't remember that one.
It's trippy, too.
I've
Yeah.
seen that. Anthology series are good. Animated series are great. I don't know what it is, but I have a sticking point with animated anthology series.
I dig
like
it.
I didn't dig like it was okay, but I didn't super dig on Animatrix the way everyone else did.
Have you seen Tales from the Loop?
No.
You should. I think you will like it.
We've talked about this and
Yeah.
I still haven't watched it. So.
Well, maybe you should listen.
But
to Once
Love,
in Your Life.
Love
maybe I
Death, and Robot
should.
wasn't all animated. Some of it was live action that made to look animated. The girl from sorry, not girl,
Ipanema.
the woman from Orange Is the New Black was like a fighter pilot. That was live action.
Okay.
Made to look like
I was gonna say, but wasn't
But then like
rotoscoped?
cell shaded and rotoscoped.
like
sure.
that one Keanu Reeves movie that nobody ever talks about.
A Scanner Darkly, and
Yeah, I
how
was just
dare
about to.
you?
Or God, what are some of the other weird walking?
Walking Tall. Walking Dead.
No.
Walking and Running.
Walking
Stop
in
it.
Memphis.
Talk amongst yourselves. I'll find.
That's what we're doing.
Memphis. I don't. Yeah, Scanner Darkly. So stupid.
Robert Downey Jr. was
Waking
still
Life. I was
Waking
close.
Life.
Waking Life.
walking, walking or waking. Yeah, okay.
Slimmy.
So you'll
Sammy.
wait, Kevin. So you'll take the L on this one.
I'll take the L on this.
All
one.
right.
And the fucking shit ass. I don't care what any of you people say. The animated Hobbit movie sucks. It's stupid and it sucks.
Scared the shit out of me as a
Fuck
kid.
you.
You mean the original Hobbit?
Yes, the rotoscope one. It's so lazy.
yeah.
Well, like it's not
bad
entirely
guys.
rotoscope,
Yeah.
but like all the background
Yeah.
rotoscope stuff. I hated it as a kid. It just annoyed me.
That
It's
movie's-
like do one or the other. Rotoscoping on a regular animated film is fucking lazy, said a 10-year-old apparently.
That movie scared me as a kid when it came out. I
hate it.
It fucking scared me. I couldn't watch it.
I'm sure somebody will throw a shoe at me for this later, but I
Probably.
did not care for it.
Well, then they made like the other ones, and nobody watched them because they're stupid.
I don't think there's such a thing as a good Hobbit movie.
No, I meant the Lord of the Rings.
I know.
Okay. You don't think you didn't like the Hobbit?
Not really. I liked the first one the most, and I just thought they sort of trailed off in quality from there.
They did.
But even then, the first one I thought was kind of boring. I liked the
book.
the riddle off with Gollum, and I liked the Misty Mountains Cold because that was the balls.
Right.
But other than that,
Yeah, but that's like the book.
it did nothing different from Lord of the Rings, and it just sort of annoyed me.
Right. No, I get you.
But I love Lord of the Rings. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, it's very much like the book. If you've read the
Those are
book,
super boring too.
if you've read the book, he is very wordy and likes to describe things in
That's the
grave
thing, is that the
detail.
Hobbit is like the easier to absorb one.
I know
The Hobbit is the way easier one to read. I was reading Lord of the Rings, and by paragraph 5 of describing the bark of a tree, I was like, who does this? This is bad.
Yeah. I read those in middle school, 5th grade, middle school. I don't remember. What?
Chip the glasses and crack the plates. That's what the Bohagan plates.
There's also that.
I love that movie. You are wrong.
There's
I
also-
absolutely
I'm-
disagree with
I'm
you
absolutely
on
right.
the Hobbit 1977. By the way, released by Disney, although that makes fucking sense.
Of course, it does.
I bet Don Bluth
There
was
was
on that one.
right at the same time. There was also another animated movie that came out called Flight of the Dragons, which was my favorite movie, but also scared the shit out of me at the end.
I've heard of this movie. We've talked about it
we have.
before. I think I've seen some images or like clips of it that you've shown me.
Maybe.
And yes, I agree. That fucking movie looks terrifying.
As a young kid, it was, especially at the end when the guy, the evil wizard, turns into a dragon. Spoilers. It's like the way they animated. It was very violent for a kid's movie. Probably really wasn't a little kid's movie, but that and that Ewok Adventure movie, the first one was with Sindel and her stupid brother, who was a whiny little bitch, who was not.
Ewoks, the Love Caravan or whatever.
It's Caravan of something.
Yeah,
Caravan of
Courage.
Caravan of Courage.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that one. Except I never called it that. It was just the Ewoks movie. But yeah. And then the stupid second one, which was even dumber. It was dumb. Stupid.
That was dumb.
Now on Disney Plus.
It is. Absolutely is. Absolutely is. All right. And then
Trailers. We should get to trailers.
we should get trailers. We're trying to speed through things so we can not have a 9-hour episode.
And we're doing a great job.
We are. We're doing all right. M.O.D.O.K. came out.
M.O.D.O.K.
M.O.D.O.K.
M.O.D.O.K. It's an animated series. It looks sort of like a kind of office-y sitcom, sort of Modern
Oh, yeah,
Family
M.O.D.O.K.
thing.
Yeah. But
I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know who the voice of M.O.D.O.K. is, though.
wasn't it? It sounded like Patton Oswalt to me.
I think it's Patton Oswalt.
Is it?
I think
It
so.
sounded like Patton Oswalt.
That totally makes sense.
I don't nothing. I remember seeing him in comics. Know nothing about M.O.D.O.K.
He is actually the main villain of the Avengers video game that's out right now. The really shitty one.
Ooh.
The one where
this is the one-
where everybody they look nothing like. Yeah.
No, where they look like Uncanny Valley, like the films.
Yes,
Yeah.
Patton Oswalt is the voice of M.O.D.O.K.
Huh.
And Nathan Fillion is the voice of Simon Williams.
Fantastic.
Also starring Whoopi Goldberg, Bill Hader, John Hamm as Iron Man.
Heckin', I would have watched those. I would have watched that
John Hamm
in
would be
a
a good-
heartbeat.
I think he's got a great voice for Iron Man. I wouldn't watch him because he was Iron Man. I love Robert Downey.
But
Jr.
yeah,
as Iron
no,
Man.
but like thinking about what could have been, like John Hamm as Iron Man, oh, that could have been fun.
Could have been.
That would have been an interesting choice. But his star power wasn't up there yet. So like
Right. So M.O.D.O.K. Is he like a space alien? What's his deal? What's his? I don't.
okay.
Explain to the audience members who don't know, i.e., Nick, what the backstory of M.O.D.O.K. as quickly as you can.
I have to
He's
look it
a
up.
he's a scientist who is working on
Taking over the world.
Yeah, usually. But no, he was working on I think a version of the super soldier formula.
Yeah, okay.
Or some kind of AI tech or a meld of the two. It's hard to remember. I read his origin roughly 20,000 years ago.
Yeah.
But
I got it here, by the way.
Things go awry and he starts.
How come in comics the evil geniuses are always like these big-headed, sometimes big-headed aliens?
Because they have to hold all that brain.
Okay. But Einstein had a very small brain.
Rob?
So George Tarleton worked for AIM, and he was experimenting on himself with mutagenic medical experimentation designed to increase his intelligence. While successful, the experiments result in him developing a freakishly overdeveloped head and a stunted body, causing the character's signature look and use of a hover chair for mobility. By the way, M.O.D.O.K. stands for mental or mobile or mechanized organism designed only for killing.
Nice.
His family is voiced by Amy from Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yeah.
Nice.
And Ella from Lucifer.
Nice. Nice. I love Amy from 9-9. She's fun. So M.O.D.O.K. Yeah, it looks fun. I'll watch it. I mean, absolutely, I'll watch it. It looks fun. And for a character I don't know, I'm kind of fascinated by it. So we'll check it out. Army of the Dead. Zack Snyder's Army of the Dead.
Can't fucking wait.
Yeah, looks good. Dave Bautista looks...
I didn't see the trailer, but I have seen the thirst trap pictures of Tig Notaro, and I'm for it.
Long story short, zombie movies, and they just go kill zombies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, Zach.
Don't know if I needed a trailer for it. I knew what it was.
Zack Snyder knows his way around a goddamn zombie movie, so
Yeah.
because he did that the Dawn of the Dead reboot.
So good.
And I could not be more excited because that is my favorite zombie movie.
Yeah.
Because it didn't originate the fast zombie, but it brought it into the mainstream and really perfected the fast zombie.
I think 28 Days is credited with coming up with the fast zombie because prior to that they were all slow.
Call me old-fashioned, but I love Night of the Living Dead.
Yeah, absolutely.
It is
the original.
The original with,
Romero.
Romero.
Yeah.
And the thinly veiled morality story of that movie.
Yeah.
Guess what, guys? Racism is bad.
I remember watching that as a kid. Like I first saw it as a kid, and I was like, "I'm like, what is this? Why are they? Was black and white movie? What are they walking through a thing for? You know, why are they walking through a graveyard?" And then all of a sudden, she was being followed by zombies. I'm like, you could simply outrun those. Oh, that would be nerd.
Yeah,
traps.
but like the movie isn't zombies are just a plot device.
I know
in
they
that
are.
movie.
I know they are. They just get trapped in a house and then racism, right?
Yeah.
It's like Walking Dead, how they, the first couple seasons they were, the villain, and then after that they were just sort of an obstacle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is fine by me. I think that's a more interesting story anyways.
Yeah.
But
I haven't watched the second half of this season yet, but I got to.
But yeah, I'm excited for it. I can't wait to watch it.
Looks
all
good.
right.
Hey, is there another trailer that you want to talk about, Kevin?
Yes, I'd like to talk about Shang-Chi and the Ten Rings.
Oh, what's that? What's that about?
It's a martial arts movie from the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Really?
Oh,
Oh,
I see,
okay.
I see.
What's
What's the significance of
Is this the Ten
Rings?
Rings? Like from
The real Mandarin. That's
Thank
who we're
you.
fucking getting. That's who that fucking old Asian guy was. We're getting the real fucking Mandarin. Not that bullshit 2 Mandarins. We got Iron Man fucking 3. We're getting the real one. I'm excited for that.
Although, God, he did such a good job.
Sir.
I would like to posit that faux Mandarin, as played by Ben Kingsley, was still delightful.
Sir Ben Kingsley.
And it's
Sir Ben Kingsley, I apologize. You're right.
It is very difficult for me to be mad at Guy Pearce for literally any reason.
No, I'll be mad at Guy Pearce for being that arrogant that he could, I can be arrogant. I can be arrogant. That's true. But no, don't do that. Don't do that.
Visual gag on an audio podcast.
That's
Seven.
a hat trick
That
right
was
there.
a look.
That's a hat trick. That's 3 in a row.
Nice.
Yeah. I can blame the character of Killian Aldrich for being so arrogant as to call himself the Mandarin. And thankfully, wasn't there an end credits scene or one of the old Marvel shorts? By the way, those should fucking come back and
I think there was a short.
Okay, it was a short. There's a short that came out that specified that no, Killian was not the Mandarin either, and the real Mandarin was coming to gut him or gut someone. I don't remember who, but yeah. And then I think the shorts, by the way, should come back because we need the director's cut of Luis explaining the entirety of
Which
the
is
Infinity Saga.
apparently out there.
Apparently it exists, and I want that.
It should be. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it looks really good. And it just looks good.
It looks very good, and it looks like they're following the comics. So he has no powers.
Okay.
He just has a top level control over his energy.
Okay.
Which is why it gives him, he's stronger than most people. It basically a
Right.
super soldier just by controlling his own chi. In the comics, because I got really into Avengers comics in about the 2004, 2005 era, and that's when he kind of made a comeback.
Yep. I was right around the time of Fin Fang Foom again, too,
Yep.
wasn't it?
And he had a lot of partnership comics with Iron Fist,
Oh, sure.
who we see briefly in the trailer. Not Danny Rand.
Oh, good.
But I believe he's fighting a woman with the straw cone hat.
Oh, okay.
But she's wearing a green and yellow outfit, which is very Iron Fisty.
Yep.
I will die on the hill that is an Iron Fist. Especially because in the comics, though, they didn't really follow this with Danny Rand as much. The Iron Fist dies at 33. and then that's when they have to get a new one.
okay.
But if they follow that, it would be a good opportunity to bring in a new Iron Fist that isn't
Sure.
that bullshit that we got with the Defenders.
All right.
That whitewashed bullshit.
Well, I mean, Danny Rand in the comics is white. It was a perfect opportunity to bring in an Asian character, but it is what it is. So, yes, but he can go toe-to-toe with some of the strongest characters in the Marvel Universe, including gods, because he's the best martial artist in the world. And at one point, Tony Stark gave him some tech, like some bracers, to kind of hone his energy.
Sure.
To make
Give
him
it a
even
focus.
Yeah, to make him even stronger, run up walls, that kind of a thing. Very cool character.
My only knowledge of the Mandarin was from an old. I don't know what they were, and I forget the title of them, and I wish I still had them because I don't know where they ended up. But they were like comics that talked about each like character. Like that's where I learned about Moon Knight, and like what had pictures of Wolverine and how his claws worked, and it was kind of like each page or 2 pages had different things, like Nick Fury's guns and this and that. Anyways, they had the Mandarin's 10 rings, and they would explain each ring did a different thing, and it was controlled this, controlled that.
Yep,
that was my only knowledge of the Mandarin, but that was an 80s comic, so they probably have revamped since then.
If this movie gets official replicas of all 10 rings and I can wear them, I will be a very happy person. Ooh. But anyone who watched like the 90s Iron Man cartoon, he was where he had that sick mullet and gross porn stash.
Sure did.
Mandarin was heavily featured as like the primary villain.
Yep.
Okay. So this is the origin story for a villain.
Well, I think he'll be well established, but we'll probably get some kind of explanation.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, but it's about him though. It's like a story about a villain, pretty much.
No. It's
the
about
person I was
Shang-Chi.
talking about is Shang-Chi.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Mandarin is somebody else.
Yeah. Okay.
He 10 rings. They're powerful. They're basically like little mini Infinity Stones.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, because that's what I always thought. I was like, well, with the rings are just like Infinity.
I mean, they're
Stones.
more magic based, but yeah.
I think in these comics, it did have the Infinity Stones because it talked about like Guardians of the Galaxy and all that, and fucking what's his name's big huge mohawk. Yeah, it looks good though. I'm fucking excited. More martial arts movies. Anything else about Shang-Chi?
Shang-Chi.
Sorry.
Shang-Chi.
Anything else you're excited about for it, Kevin?
It looks great.
Just more.
It looks good.
I love a good kung fu movie, which
yeah,
is
you
excited
do.
to talk about one of our
You
films today.
sure do like a good kung fu movie.
Hell yeah. All right. We'll move to nerd grabs as we smoke through this episode. Nerd grabs. I'm just going to start with these because we got these. So I got these guys something because, Heroic Goods and Games is a thing.
Oh, my God.
But if you notice on these Ant-Man and Wasp cards, these were a special thing that Heroic Goods and Games are doing. But on the package, it says, look for actor autographs, original art sketch cards, and movie memorabilia cards.
Oh.
So they actually have like stuff from the movie. And the example that Paul showed on...
I was
I
going to
just
say.
like that they're upper deck. And I was thinking about how maybe I'll leave you an upper decker later.
Thanks.
Oh, these are cool, too.
Oh, and I got a little thing.
What'd you get?
I got some fabric swatches.
Oh, really? I didn't
Yeah.
get shit.
Yeah, I got some fabric swatches. I got part of T.I.'s costume.
Oh, nice.
That's neat.
I got like a little baby card.
I got a little baby card too, with our favorite character, Luis. I didn't get anything else though. I didn't get any autograph cards or nothing. Boo! I'm just kidding. But they're cool cards though.
These are cool cards.
And then Goran Kostic as Anatolov and part of his costume. I don't know who that dude is, but T.I.'s fucking uniform from the movie, from his ex-con uniform. I assume it's just a chunk of the fabric swatch from the making of it, not the actual costume that he wore.
Yeah, probably not. But still, pretty fucking cool. I didn't get any cool fabric swatches.
Sorry.
Fabric swatch, yeah.
I got fabric swatches.
But I got Luis's card, so that's all that matters.
Suck a dick. Anyways. And then I got a behind the lens card.
I got one of those too.
I got a Michelle Pfeiffer as Wasp, possibly.
Ice cold Michelle Pfeiffer.
Because it doesn't look like the regular Hope suit.
And then, of course, as Paul always does, he always sends a wonderful pack of whatever cards he wants to throw in. Then, of course, we got the rock and roll packs.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. First card on top, Billy fucking Idol. Fuck you, I win.
All right.
Oh, God, I loved him when I was a kid.
Hold
you can
on.
ask my mom.
My
He was
fir- My first one was the Who.
My first one was Zeppelin.
Nice. And I got Lenny Kravitz, REO Speedwagon, Santana,
Oh, yeah?
EPMD.
Oh, yeah?
Jesus.
But did any of you guys get I'll Be Sure?
No.
No.
Wait, these are supposed to be rock and roll cards. What is third base doing on here? Come on.
No. So it says on the packaging.
Oh, stars. That's right.
About your favorite rock, pop, and rap stars.
Okay. Yeah,
Ooh, Hall & Oates.
Does anyone have a quarter? I want to scratch to see if I won this trip to London.
there's a knife here. Oh, I do have a quarter.
I just realized I have keys because I'm an adult.
Aaron Adult. Oh, Belle Biv DeVoe. Fuck yeah. Fuck you all.
Yeah, I still have Billy Idol. Sorry, try again. Fuck
Oh,
you.
you didn't win the concert?
I didn't win the concert or the $10,000 in great prizes.
Oh, man. If I win the $10,000, what do you think they'd still honor it? Because these cards are from 1991. And there's a thing in there for winning concert tickets or some shit.
Ooh, but I got 10 cents off my next purchase of Superstars Music t-shirts.
I got 2 different Adamski cards, and that makes me sad. But I also got Living Color, and that's pretty great.
Oh, that is cool. MC Hammer.
George Michael. Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Nelson. I have Nelson here.
Hi, Larry.
Eric B. and Rakim. Who the fuck is Shy? This one I don't recognize.
Figure.
Yeah, you would. They had a hit song like in the late.
Once Bitten, Twice Shy.
Yes.
Okay. Yep. It's on the back here. Okay.
My scratchy card didn't like scratchy.
What'd you do to it?
I didn't do anything to it. It doesn't scratchy. Anyways, I guess I didn't win.
That's not the scratchy part, you ding dong. It's the gold star.
Oh,
inside.
maybe I should do the gold star inside. I should open it up because I'm an idiot.
I didn't know. Okay. Hang on.
Oh, damn it. Try again. Fuck me.
All right. Let's go 3 for 3.
Oh, yeah.
Holy shit. Sorry. Try again.
Shocking. But moving on, because these are cool. Thanks, Paul. These are awesome.
He's rock. Thanks, man.
Yeah. And he's got some other great cards there. He's got the original, very expensive Stan Lee cards there, which are nice and wonderfully delightful and also very expensive. But they're graded and they're encased, so they are legit, authentic
Nice.
things. I saw a movie, guys. I finally saw a movie we talked about, that Willy in Wonderland movie.
Cosmic Sin.
No, Willy Wonderland. The Nick Cage one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't say a fucking word in it. He grunts and groans and, like, pretty much has sex with a pinball machine. No, not a single spoken word.
I need to watch this movie right away.
That sounds
sold.
delightful.
Sold.
It is the
Really?
Worst movie I've ever
Best
seen in your
worst?
life.
Worst? Worst best.
I would kind of rather watch Waterworld.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like, it's like every single B, C, D, E, tropey zombie movie or bad or whatever, tropey horror movie that you could think of. So, like, they play every trope. Every one. There's no titties, though.
Unsold.
But it's literally
No,
like...
I'm still sold because it's got every trope, and that makes me happy.
No, every trope, like bad 80s tropes that probably are a little bit insensitive. Yeah.
Are they playing them for laughs?
They're playing it for stereotypes. For a horror movie. So,
The black character dies first. Got it.
I don't know, actually he doesn't.
No.
But it's got this horrible, stupid story about what happens, and I'm not going to explain too much of it. But one thing I do have to say is that all Nick Cage does is just beat up these machines with like his bare hands, and then he changes his shirt. But oddly enough, never changes his pants. But his pants are always clean after every kill.
Nice.
But like the town, well, I don't want to give it away. Never mind. All I have to say is that one person can manage to kill all these little robots, but a whole town can't do it. Don't stupid fucking.
Yeah, it's not a whole town of Nick Cages. Are you crazy?
It doesn't matter. It's a whole town. Like,
No, but
he's-
it's
not
Nick
a whole
Cage.
town of Nick Cages.
they have guns.
But they don't have Nick Cage.
Yeah. Okay. Just watch it. And you'll understand.
All right.
My frustration with
I'm
a
still
sexy
kind of
cat.
sold. Yeah, I'm still kind of sold on this show or on this movie.
of course the I don't know if she's quite the virgin, but the girl that wants to go like, oh, we should go in and save him, and like they crawl to the top of the building to like get in, but like they just saw him through a glass, like a window, which they could have just broken and like gotten in and out, like, and the only thing that was covering it was like a one board. You're like, okay, you just pull the board off and break the glass for fuck's sake.
Fair enough.
Right. There's horrible plot devices in this fucking movie, but anyways, it's yeah, go watch it. It's phenomenal. It's a train wreck
not
of a movie.
quite-
That's sure to change.
I'm not quite sure what your review here is. It's
Well-
awful. It sucks. There's stereotypes. Nick Cage doesn't say a word. Go see it.
But he
wonderful.
does have a slow. He literally looks like he's having sex with the pinball machine. So there's it. And also,
I'll be honest. That's not selling.
the
me.
timeline of this movie is like, okay, he's got to clean this place. It's like, dude, you would have had this whole place clean by now. How many hours have gone by? There's not that many hours at nighttime. Anyways,
Sure. By the way, for genre upending tropey horror films, I recommend Cooties. If you haven't seen it, it's fun.
really?
Yeah, it's delightful.
And this was on Amazon Prime, I believe. Willy Wonderland. It's free if you have
Okay.
Amazon Prime or Hulu. I don't think it was Hulu. It was it had to be Amazon Prime.
Okay.
Just go watch it if you just have an hour and a half to kill.
Did you watch Boss Level yet?
Not yet,
Why do you hate me?
because I have work and other things.
But you could watch Willy's Wonderland. Audience, did you watch it yet? No, go do that.
Jesus Christ! It's on my list of things to do.
I will cut you.
I didn't watch it either.
Go
You don't
figure.
do anything I ask you to do.
But my other actual nerd grab is so
You still should.
GameStop. Or, I don't know if it's necessarily GameStop, but they've released a pre-order for the Wedge helmet, X-wing.
It's lots of places. It's
Yeah, but apparently when you try to do a four payment thing, it just charged my card right away. So all 4 payments. I was like, this is stupid.
Would you use Klarna?
Maybe, I don't know. I have to go look.
All right.
The 4 quad or something like
Quad
that.
pay?
Yeah.
Then it probably defaulted to your primary payment. Then I don't go through the app when I use Quad Pay.
Oh.
What I do is I just I say how much I'm going to spend, and then they give me a credit card number, and then I put in that credit card number, and then it just does the 1/4 payment.
Gotcha. Well, either way, not that I couldn't afford it in one payment. I just thought it'd be easier to. So anyways,
Yeah, sometimes.
so I got that. I pre-ordered that, and so that's exciting. I was I'm not a huge Wedge fan, but I think his helmet's pretty cool. I want a collection of helmets now.
I have a few pre-orders coming.
Yeah. So that was my other nerd grab. All right, you guys next.
I got more work done on a tattoo on my
Yeah?
on my arm tattoo.
You sure did more color.
Yeah,
Look at
there's
that.
a little bit more color. There's a lot more line work this time, and I got some mushrooms back there now.
Get some shrooms.
Yeah, yeah. They're morels, people. But then
Shrooms.
yeah, and then some little bit of sushi down here, a little flower because I'm cute.
A little lotus blossom.
Actually, it's a nasturtium. Everything on you can eat everything on my arm, but please don't. And then grapefruit, ramps, and I got ribs up here that are going to be colored in later. Yeah,
Where's the beef?
yeah. That, and then we bought our tickets for Florida,
Yeah, I bought my tickets for Las Vegas.
for Disney World and a hotel.
I think October's going to be our hiatus month. Yeah,
Yeah, I believe so.
we might get an episode, and we'll see. Anything else?
No, I didn't get a whole lot. It's like $1,500 for that Disney World stuff.
Oh.
Not my arm.
$1,500. What's $1,500? Credit card.
Again, I state I don't have one.
Speaking of Disney World,
Yeah.
the Temple Guard lightsaber has been discontinued at parks
Oh,
Really? Why?
because they're making room for Cal Kestis's
sure.
and something else.
But can't they just keep it there? Okay. Make the things bigger.
Space, demand.
Fucking. So I ordered one online before they go too far up in price because I've already seen a couple start to hit like $600.
Holy fuck!
So yeah, I got a second Temple Guard lightsaber. So now and I got a 3D printed coupler that I painted and slapped a strap of leather on, and so now I have a big giant Temple Guard lightsaber staff. If anybody listening is some sort of metal worker or fabricator and can make me a coupler, like a locking hinge coupler that fits the Disney Temple Guard lightsaber, I'll just throw money at you.
You could probably make it though, couldn't you?
What? No, I can't metal work.
Does it need to be metal though?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I would like it to be practical.
Oh, okay.
Like they have 3D printed ones.
Yeah, that was.
But if I actually tried to like ka-chunk it, it would just go.
it would break. Yeah.
And I'm not about that lifestyle. So yes, I would like a practical one that I can,
Sure.
slap out like Rey does in Rise of Skywalker.
There you go. So it goes clippity clappity.
So it goes clippity clappity. I also bought a little Bumblebee transformer.
Nice.
He was surprisingly difficult to transform. He had about as many processes to transform as my Ultimate Bumblebee from 2007 does. The big 13-inch one that like comes to life and talks to you and shot me in the goddamn eye with a missile when I first talked to him.
Nick.
Yes.
I just realized. I just remembered something from last episode. Did you? Are there any other nerd grabs that you can think of there, Kevin?
Yeah, I know. I totally forgot him. Yeah. I realized it too. Like as soon as I sat down, I was like, "Fuck."
All right.
In my defense, I got off work and came here.
No, that's fair. That's okay.
That's okay. We know where you live.
Oh yeah, we do. I forgot.
Oh, he said you had a 13-inch Bumblebee toy thing. Yeah,
I do.
Yeah. Have you seen the new Optimus Prime one? That's like $9,000 to buy, but you can like tell it to transform, and it transforms.
Yes,
Yeah,
I have seen that.
Jason Mewes already has one.
Yeah.
Of course he does.
But yeah, I want one real bad. It's very cool.
Yeah, him and Kevin Smith did a video of them
Playing with it.
playing with it. Yeah,
Dicking around.
I was going to say modeling it, but yeah, no, dicking around. That's exactly what they did.
Mm-hmm.
Probably high as fuck when they're doing it too.
Most likely.
No, Jason Mewes is sober.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh. Not even weed?
I don't think even weed.
Because I know Kevin Smith smokes a shit ton of weed.
Oh, like fucking chimney.
Which is funny because originally it was Jay that would smoke all the weed and Kevin Smith was like, I don't smoke weed, I don't do anything.
Well, he did for a long time, then he quit for a while, and then he started back up.
Was that what it was? I thought it was he didn't, and then he said he didn't do it, and then finally, like after they did High Times, I think is when he really started. Because they're holding a shit ton of weed on the cover of High Times. And everybody asks him, was that real? And he's like, yes, that was real weed.
Nice.
Yeah. So.
Anyways. Just figured we should move on.
Oh, I thought you had some.
No, I got nothing. I'm aware of the time.
Yeah, we're good. Okay. Actually, it's almost like perfect timing.
Good.
Yeah, it's perfect timing.
Excellent.
All right. So that was our episode. We're going to go take a little break. And by that, I mean like 2 seconds. And we'll be back with our...
Stop breaking the fourth wall. Let me
Come
take a
on,
little
man.
break.
It's just... we have a rhythm to this. We have a whole thing. Like, why are you ruining it?
Too far.
Too far? Really? Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. I just...
Stepped on the joke.
Anyways, we're going to take a little break. We'll be back with our double-fisted... what'd you call it? No.
Couples massage.
A couples massage. Happy ending with where we spoil the shit out of Falcon and Captain America and the Winter Soldier and Mortal Kombat.
And we're probably going to bury the lead some more, I guess.
Yeah! We are. All right, so we'll be back here shortly. Hello, you wonderful people. Nick here to announce something very exciting. Our sponsor, Heroic Goods and Games, is doing something pretty sweet. For the entire month of May, when you shop online at heroicgoodsandgames.com, that's right, heroicgoodsandgames.com, you can save 10% when you use the code BEST3SOME. That's right, BEST threesome, just like our name. And check out their website. It's pretty much your one-stop shop for board games, video games, and vintage goods of heroic proportions. And while you're at it, why not check out their Facebook and smash that like button. And now back to the show.
Welcome to Best Threesome Ever's Happy Ending, a spoilerific review of whatever movie we just saw, where we discuss all the things that got us there.
And we are back. Now we are going to spoil the shit out of Captain America and Winter Soldier.
Don't get that look, Robbie always says it like that.
I know, I spaced out and forgot what we were doing.
And Mortal Kombat. So if you have not seen either or haven't completed the complete series of Falcon and Winter Soldier, don't listen.
Too bad, we said it anyway, I guess.
So
Sure did.
spoiler warning. We're going to spoil shit about it and give our opinions. I figured we start with Captain America and Winter Soldier, since we're just going to kind of do a season wrap up, and we only had 2 episodes since the last time we talked about it. So yeah.
So
I was right. You
Only
guys
half.
didn't believe me, and fuck you both. No, about Agent 13 being the
yes,
fucking
no,
power
you're right.
broker.
Oh, yes, I did.
No,
No.
neither of you believe me.
No.
Go fuck yourselves.
Go listen to the episode.
Straight up your holes.
I literally said, I agree with you with her being the power broker.
Fisting.
I did agree with
This
you.
is fisting.
He did not
Me
agree with
fisting you both.
As a guy who listens to the episode, I agreed with you.
I don't believe that you do that.
Rob.
Mostly fuck you, Rob.
Rob disagreed.
I did agree. I
was
disagree.
right.
I did not say it was my thing. I said I agreed with your theory because I didn't have a theory on it. But yeah.
I don't believe I did either, though.
I knew that. I kind of figured that she was a power broker, but yeah.
But here's the thing, like, and I've seen a couple
Fuck you
people.
both.
I've seen a couple people say this, like, I will stand by my statement of not quite believing that it was that Agent 13 was the power broker, because it was both really obvious and didn't. It felt like the power broker wasn't supposed to be Agent 13.
But not Jean-Claude Van Damme literally said, "Oh, you're the power broker."
Jean-Claude Van
Not
Damme.
John-Claude Van Damme.
Oh, you mean
The former MMA fighter whose name I can't think of.
Georges St. Pierre.
There we go.
Playing Batroc.
There we go.
Batroc. Yes, he did. But I'm just saying, like, it still felt like that the original intention was not for her to be the power broker. There was supposed to be someone else. And here's my justification for that. The way that works out, because then Batroc has a working relationship with the power broker, and even says earlier, like when she's talking to him, she says, "I've got another job for you." Mm-hmm. Like,
And swiftly killed
did she? Did she hire him for the helicopter thing?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, did she hire him for the boat?
No. No, she didn't become the power broker until she was ousted by the United States.
Okay.
She was in Captain America
Yeah.
and the Winter Soldier. He was a good guy.
Sure.
She was a good guy.
She's a good guy.
She was a good guy.
Yeah, and then she got
And then she got fucked over by the United States and was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to steal art and be a dick.
Yeah, I don't know, though. It just feels like the power broker was intended to be someone who's been around a long time. And then making it
I got
Agent
the
13.
impression the power broker was a direct
recent-
result of the blip.
yeah, or maybe it was.
There was a power vacuum and she filled it.
Or maybe maybe it's like the Dread Pirate Roberts, where the mantle
possible, too, I
is something,
suppose.
and then she just killed the previous one and said, "Fuck you, you're doing a horseshit job. I'm gonna take your job."
fanfic
She
canon.
shows up in like a Holocaust cloak and a wheelbarrow. And she's like, "I am the power broker."
Exactly. Yeah, absolutely. I totally see it. Perfect. Cut.
But
print.
weirdly, Carrie Elwes and Mandy Patinkin from today, as in old ass Carrie Elwes and old ass Mandy Patinkin, are pushing her along.
Well, and I can see why you might think that, because in the previous episodes, they're all like, "No, the power broker's a man." But then when she comes and sees at the end, and she pulls off that digital mask, she probably could have disguised herself as a man, and so people thought she was, because that's who they're looking for, and they would never expect her at that point. Because
Yeah.
everybody,
All I can think of now is the Austin Powers. That's no woman. That's a man, baby.
And I don't remember if they do gender the power broker.
Einhorn
I
is
feel
Finkel.
like they-
Finkel is Einhorn.
I feel like they avoided pronouns a lot when it came to the power broker.
Yeah, so,
They did. There was a couple lines about them being that the power broker was a man. They did say that.
also Ace Ventura. Really?
Yes, you're welcome. Because
Okay.
yeah,
No, I know what the reference is. It's fine.
laces out.
God, I love that movie, but I hate that
I
ending
just-
scene.
yeah,
it
the-
ruins an otherwise pretty good flick.
It does. It really does.
And I thought it was funny when I was a kid, but I watched it and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, nope.
Yeah, now as an
Nope.
adult, you're just like, oh no.
Because I watched it as an adult and I'm like, glow up. Yes, girl.
Right. Right?
Look at you now.
She looks great now, and it turns out she's all right.
Yeah, it's not okay.
That's not okay. Yeah.
I still have the whole dolphin scene memorized. The Heinz gets Velvet. Still that whole thing memorized.
Nice.
I had the balcony, Podactor's balcony scene memorized for a long time. It was great.
So anyway, Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
What was I gonna say?
Yes, you called it, Kevin. You're right, and I'm sorry.
And I really wish they would have done Captain America and the White Wolf. It's time to retire
Sure.
the Winter Soldier, especially with that heartbreaking fucking scene with him and that kid's dad.
Yeah.
And you knew it was coming. Like you knew from the first episode when he's talking to him. You're like, this guy's gonna come back and he's gonna find out, and like that's gonna be like resolution for the series. And I don't wanna.
And I think one of my favorite things to come to this is right after it came out. Anthony Mackie had said in promo interviews, having a movie as Captain America, I think would be everything, not only to me, but the people who need to be inspired like that.
Yeah.
And then it wasn't 2 days later when they officially announced Captain America 4 is happening with Anthony Mackie
That
as
it's
the
in
captain.
development.
Right. Another. It would be well if it's Captain and the Winter Soldier. If it's Captain America and the Winter Soldier now, that'd be like Captain America and the Winter Soldier 2 because they already had a Captain America.
No, this is
I know. I'm making a joke.
okay. But this is a movie.
Yes, I know that.
And that is very, very important.
I agree. I was just making a joke about the title Captain.
Yes,
I get that.
Okay. That's all I was doing. Just making a joke.
I understand that.
Okay, not making a joke about the fact that the movie is important, the fact that there's a title.
And I understand that.
Okay, moving on.
So John Walker got a little bit of a retribution. Not a lot of one, but a little bit of one.
He didn't deserve one though.
I don't understand how it was like everybody was okay with him coming back. They're like, oh, yeah, okay, he's back. Great.
Well, I guess we're just gonna ignore the fact that he murdered someone on national television.
Well, and I think he had, to a degree, a good point in his little diatribe in court. And it's, I am what you made me. And this is what we do to veterans.
Yeah.
For better or for worse, of course. But
I will concede that fact. However, with
Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
we'll get to her. Shit, we'll get to her. Like, what a weird late inning addition that was. But I feel like giving him the little bit of a redemption arc. It just doesn't.
I didn't like
It doesn't. I didn't like it. Did you say I didn't like it? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I didn't like it either. I feel like, and maybe this has a lot to do with context, but like this idea of who we thought John Walker was and how he was built up, and then him becoming and getting his redemption arc. Especially, and again, context is key here, especially right on the heels of the Chauvin verdict. Like that was, I was just like, no, I don't want him to get a redemption arc. He doesn't deserve it, in my opinion. And so maybe that's clouding it a little, but like, I don't know. It felt like a bit of a quick turn, a lot quicker than it should have been.
Well, they had to wrap shit up.
I know. However, I did like his little Black Lives Matter moment. Lamar's life mattered. Ooh. I was like, I like that. I'm uncomfortable with you saying it, but like, I like that moment. I wish someone else, literally anyone other than you had said it, John Walker.
What was it he said in like the first or second episode? That pisses me off, but he's right. when fucking Zemo was talking about the black experience and
Yeah.
when they're on the plane.
Oh, the supremacist thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, what I'm trying to remember what he said.
Oh yeah, I don't remember what he said.
You're supposed to come through for me.
I'm sorry, man. I don't remember that scene.
I remember the scene. I don't remember what was it. Sorry.
Like, I remember the plane scene. I just don't remember the
He's
dialogue.
out of line, but he's right.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Yes, that's right. He's out of line, but he's right. Yeah. No, that's exactly how I feel about that scene.
I feel like that was the motto for the whole show.
Yeah. That and him quoting Abraham Lincoln. Just... No, like, they tried really hard to get me to like him, and I'm just like, no, Marvel, you don't. No, I can't.
So
I
then-
can't. He went too far, and you guys are trying to bring him back.
It's obvious that they're setting him up for the U.S. agent thing, which they pulled out in the end.
They did.
Yeah.
So his welded garbage can lid got easily destroyed. I wonder if he's going to get a new shield.
That shaky piece of shit. Oh my god.
You guys are in trouble. I made my own shield now with blackjack and hookers. Can I punch it with my vibranium fist? I would prefer if you didn't. Can I punch it with my regular fist? I would prefer if you didn't.
Yeah. 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 No, it's
Piece of
just
shit shield.
no.
I don't know why I gave him that voice, but I'm sticking with it. That's U.S. agent now.
Good call.
I am glad, however, in the final battle between Captain and what's her name, when he wouldn't fight her, that when he kept standing up, he didn't say, "I could do this all day." I'm so glad he didn't steal that line.
Oh, yeah.
and he said, he
just said no.
He just like, I'll keep getting up or whatever he said. Or I was anticipating the line about him saying, "I can do this all day." And I was like,
Well, I think it was his version of it.
It was.
No,
It
so
was.
she says, stay down, and he just says, no. He doesn't say anything. He just says no.
I thought there was like I'm going to get up.
Nope.
I'm going to keep getting up or something.
Nope. He just
Well,
says no.
I remember that too.
And I like that. That's nice.
Yeah.
I like... all right. So let's touch on Julia Louis-Dreyfus and her wildly inappropriate blue hair.
Love it.
I love it too. It's
Bless
just,
her heart.
It was just like, what? What is happening? Okay, so you know comics better than I do, I think. And I will concede
She
this
was
fact.
an agent of S.H.I.E.L.D.
She's an Asian field.
She was
She's
kind of
not-
a Maria Hill, almost an American Black Widow.
I have heard, now I haven't looked into it, but I've heard rumors that the name of the character is also an alias of Madam Hydra. Is that true?
I think so.
Okay. Neat. Yikes, but neat. And
It's both yikes and neat.
yeah, it's yeet.
No.
It's yeet. It is. So, but she just like, she gets 2 episodes at the end, and oh my god, she just comes in stealing the goddamn show. She has like 50 gajillion Emmys, and in that episode, and in her 2 episodes, she fucking proved why.
The,
And it was
the girl
great.
can pull camera focus.
Oh,
There's
she sure
no
can.
doubt about it.
Yeah. I liked it. I liked it a lot. And her just overly blasé attitude towards Walker's wife. Like, here, take this Blink card. Shut up, men are talking. Wow. Like, that was the energy she was giving off for me.
That's not what I read.
Oh. Okay.
She seemed genuinely like the wife is how I can get John Walker to be at least somewhat grounded.
Well, okay. I felt like she was playing to his ego, and to do that, she had to dismiss her. But that again may be tainted by my holy shit opinion about John Walker.
Possibly, but it seemed like for the most part, she kept talking to the wife first.
Okay.
At least that's how I saw it.
I'd have to go back and watch it again, and I'm going to do a rewatch eventually. I just haven't yet. I like that they're setting up for a season 2, and I really enjoyed that. And then we got the announcement of Captain America 4. I'm like, oh, that's what they're doing. Cool. Dig it.
I hope we get both.
Me too.
Yeah.
I will never get tired of their hijinks.
And in danger of overusing the meme. Thank God for Bucky getting invited to the cookout again. Mm-hmm. Bless his heart. And I so want him and Sarah to get together. It'd be cute.
It would be cute.
It'd be real cute.
But yeah, the at the end where after Captain's big speech, big speech.
Oh yeah,
it was a lengthy speech.
Now,
the Black Falcon. No, that's Captain America.
Tears. Yeah,
tears.
Yeah. I also liked Bucky's sort of like, sorry, I got distracted by a text and I didn't hear a word you said.
Such a piece of shit.
You piece of shit, Bucky. And then he goes, good job, Cap. Tears again.
I heard Black Man and Stars and Stripes and I just phased out.
Yikes.
God damn it, Bucky.
That's exactly what a man from the 40s would say. Shit. But
he was also lying.
Yeah, I mean, yes. But yeah, no, the last two episodes were just, I loved them. Like watching the last episode, I now feel like episode 5 was filler, but it wasn't bad filler. It was good. It was very good, and it was excellent discussion. And the stripping Walker of his accolades and whatnot, that was neat. And the training montage with the camera focused on with Sam on the right so that he had space on his left. Like that was good. Like the cinematography in the show was very, very fun.
Yeah,
almost good. I almost wish that montage had been set to like an 80s track.
And then he was on Bucky's left at the very end.
Was he? Oh yeah, he was, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm. When he said Cap, when he called him Cap.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, and did you notice the little pat he gave the shield?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was cute. Cute.
And then what's his name? That Cap, Sam gave the dude his due diligence in the Captain America thing. That was definitely a tearjerker moment.
Oh yeah, Isaiah Bradley and the Captain America Museum exhibit.
Yeah. I thought that was super cool. I don't know.
It's cool.
Yeah.
Overall,
I have feelings that I don't know if it's necessarily fair for someone with my skin color to voice on that scene. Because I wonder if it was enough. Like realistically, would that be enough? I don't know.
In the middle of the captain, if it was like just some random thing, probably not. But the fact that it was dead center in the middle of the Captain America portion of the display in the museum or whatever, I think that was what.
I mean, he was still wrongfully imprisoned for 30 years. Like, I guess that's, yeah.
He wasn't looking for reparations. He was just looking to give him credit.
Sure.
Give him acknowledgement of his service and what he did.
And again, with my tissue paper colors here, I don't know if I'm.
And for me, it was more about Sam helping soldiers, through rough times to getting them into good times, and I think that was the next step. Like it to me, it was also proving that he has what it takes to be Captain America. He's not Steve Rogers. But he is a guy that cares about people, and he cares about people's stories, and he cares about soldiers who, maybe didn't get their that are having issues, and he continues to do that. And I think that was kind of I don't know what's the word I'm looking for, but the big grand
resolution
to it all. Not that he's going to stop doing it, but that he had sessions with people and blah blah blah. But now he did this big grand thing for him,
sure,
and used his powers, not his powers, but his influence as Captain America to say, hey, we're going to put this in here.
Yeah.
Because I can't imagine it was a simple process to get a museum to change their display.
No. And also
or Smithsonian, I think. I don't know where it was.
and it stretches credulity as to how fast it happened too. But that's besides the point.
We don't know how long after that was.
That's true.
Being
really,
a Star Wars fan, I'm used to time things not making sense.
Yeah.
Final thoughts on it?
So good. I cannot wait for. I hope we get a season 2, but I'm so excited for Captain America 4. If that's going to be the sequel to this, that would be. I'm okay with that. I'm okay, like either way, really.
I'm probably gonna throw down a rewatch so I can watch it in a binge.
Yeah, and I wanna like parse through a lot of it because, boy, there's some themes in there that I love. It's good. It's so good, you guys. Like it may, in my opinion, be more important than WandaVision, I think.
For sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I think it was. I think it was more set in reality and obviously, well.
Oh, there goes gravity. Yep. Sorry.
Yeah. Weird. He was in that movie.
We talked about that last time.
So, yeah.
No. Loki, June 12th?
Yeah. I wish there had been one point where Sam made some kind of reference to Bucky having kind of a Leave It to Beaver thing going on. Just as a reference to his rap at 8 Mile.
It's hilarious. I did not know that.
We went to Cranbrook. It's a private school.
I did not know that. Why can't I think of the actor's name that plays Sam?
Anthony Mackie.
Anthony Mackie. He was trained at Juilliard and did a lot of Shakespeare.
That's a private school.
When he said that, because he was talking about, I saw an interview with him and he's talking about 8 Mile. They're like, was it harder? What's harder, to learn rap lyrics or to learn lines in a big long movie? He said the rap was really easy because being trained in, actually it was on his Hot Ones episode. Watch the Hot Ones with Anthony Mackie. And he talks about it was actually really easy because with the timbre of doing Shakespeare, getting into a rap is just, he was like, Shakespeare was pretty much a rap artist. And just getting into that rhythm was easy.
I mean, is Shakespeare a rap artist or are all rappers derivative of Shakespeare?
Okay, Schrodinger.
No, that's not. It's not though. It's a philosophical question. And I think it's interesting and not something I'm going to talk about today.
Fair enough. All right. Anything else about that, real quick? Maybe? No. Should we move on to Mortal Kombat?
Oh yes. Wait. One more thing. Did either of you watch Falcon and the Winter Soldier with subtitles?
No.
Yes. Maybe. Yes.
I did
Okay.
not.
So I watched it with subtitles because I'm auditory processing disorder. So I watched it with subtitles, and episodes 1 through 5, all of the lines are captioned Sam. Episode 6, from the moment he appears on screen, Sam is credited in the captions as Captain America. I loved that. I thought that was brilliant.
Nice.
Yeah.
That is brilliant. That's good. Good.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Moving on to a little movie called Mortal Kombat that came out. It was a movie. It was a thing.
Can I go first?
Go for it. Do it, man.
Boy, that was a fun piece of nonsense.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It was fun. It was fun. Under no circumstances should you figure out if any of that made any sort of sense or any sort of plot or anything from that movie, because there was none. But it was fun.
It was. Go ahead, Kevin.
As somebody who's pretty obsessed with the game, at least 1 through about 3 Ultimate, a couple in the middle, and then really, really into the last few reboot ones.
Sure.
It, to a degree, it does follow the plot. It's, there's a tournament, Outworld's won 9, they need to win 10. It's a very similar plot to the first one. Mm-hmm. It's just Shang Tsung decides to beat the tournament first.
Yeah.
You don't need more plot than that. It's a incredibly gory punch you guy film. Holy shit!
Jesus.
When she got sliced in half,
It's sliced in half by Kung Lao's helmet.
Oh my God.
Fuck, that was a lot.
But yeah, there were none of us called what the fuck this new guy was supposed to be.
Right.
He is Scorpion's descendant.
Yeah. Did we think he was supposed to be Scorpion?
No, we weren't sure if he was going to end up being like the new Sub-Zero or who he
sure.
was going to be related to, or if he secretly was Johnny Cage, or
Right.
Yeah, he's
but he ended
literally
up
no one.
Being a male version of Tanya,
Sure.
who was a female ninja character who was similar to Katana and Melina and all them,
Sure.
who had tonfas and a gold outfit.
Okay.
And so that's who he ended up being. And then his, that cool kinetic redistribution power he got. Very Sebastian Shaw.
I was thinking that too, actually. Very much. I was like, boy, nice that he got the Black Panther suit there.
That's what Sabra said.
Okay.
I went X-Men, she went Black Panther.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's super violent, great fights, good choreography. I like that Kano was sort of the comic relief. Because he was.
I could watch a whole movie of Kano.
I was very sad that his death was necessary to give Sonya Blade her ticket into the tournament. Because he was incredible, and there were a couple things that I would do a little different. I didn't like that Cabal was a bad guy.
Oh.
I hated his stupid fucking New York accent.
Sure.
I hated a lot of things about his characterization.
Sure.
His suit looked bomb.
It did.
They did his powers justice. He had his fucking swords. He looked, and
He sure did look like a guy from Fallout. Yeah.
well, that's Cabal, man.
All right, cool.
Because he came in Mortal Kombat 3. Okay. He used to work with Kano and the Black Dragon clan, but when the Earth got taken over, he became a leader of the human resistance.
Okay.
He became very much a good guy. And then it wasn't until he was killed by someone, but then was resurrected by Shang Tsung. That's when he became a bad guy.
Okay. But has he been a bad guy more than a good guy?
No, he only made his return in Mortal Kombat 11.
Oh.
And that's when he was basically undead and a bad guy.
Okay.
But when all of his post-apocalyptic equipment and stuff like that he was a good guy in the Mortal Kombats he was in.
Interesting. Okay.
I stand by my statement that I made on my Facebook that I felt this movie was a updated and elevated version of the 1995 film, and I loved every fucking minute of it. And fucking, it's so enjoyable and so bomb ass, and fight scenes.
Absolute pleasure to watch.
They played all of the fan service moments that you needed. They probably could have put in a few more, especially with like fatalities and all the
flawless victory,
fucking the quirky lines. I'm like, it just like give me more, please, more. I want more.
Yes, Rob.
That's where I bumped.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I loved it. I loved it.
I didn't like it.
Both of Scorpion and Sub-Zero's fights were phenomenal.
They were great. It was the stupid flawless victory fatality lines that I thought were just,
those were fucking dude. Those were
like the only credible one I thought was Shang Tsung going finish them, because he said he said the line in context to the fucking film.
right.
The rest of them were just totally out of context
we're
fan
cheesing
service.
it, and that's exactly what I want, because like when it happens, with the exception of finish him, none of that bullshit makes sense anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I know, but like, those threw me out of the movie.
I loved every second of it.
Plot is so stupid.
And Sonya figuring out her superpower real quick but I was like, oh, okay.
Oh yeah, that was real fast.
That was
too.
only like my one big gripe with the movie was that. But if that's my biggest gripe with the movie,
I loved Nathan Jones' Reiko. I wish we had actually got more characterization from him. He was, for those familiar, he was in Mad Max as Rictus Erectus.
Oh, sure.
Basically a jockstrap on his face.
Right.
That's right. Yeah.
And the girl who I thought was going to end up being Katana was Nitara, who you don't see much of. The kind of harpy vampire girl.
right?
Cannon fodder.
Yeah. Poor thing. Jimmy Olsen from Supergirl did great as Jax.
Yeah.
His mustache made me very uncomfortable, but I wish it was a full goatee, but whatever.
I wish his mustache had been fuller. Like I wish it were just toothbrushier. boy, this plot was absolute nonsense.
Ah, you didn't need it.
I mean, okay,
What did you want for a plot?
I would have liked them to. My thing with video game movies is often they're playing to the video game crowd instead
Absolutely.
of trying to appeal to wider audiences. And in this case, like most cases, I'm fine with it. In this case, like this was a hyped enough movie that I was like, okay, can I get a plot? And it didn't.
See,
get
and
one,
in
it's-
most cases it annoys me, but in this case, that's what I wanted.
Yeah.
sure.
I think that's what people expect.
Can we talk about Ludi Lin and that super cut Bruce Lee body he grew between Power Rangers and now? Holy shit.
Yeah.
It was lines on lines.
Oh yeah, no, he was super
Negative
ripped.
4% body fat.
Yeah, it's super fucking just cut and buff and ripped and just like take me daddy. Yeah, no, you're right. I just keep coming back to the script, man, and the plot. I wish it had been. I don't know why, but I did not like Liu Kang being as holier than thou than he was. Like, that threw me off. I feel like. But then again, I'm not a huge fan of the games.
And you're more used to the Robin Show version.
Yep.
And I get that.
Yep.
I lied. I do. I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say like the some of the like Liu Kang and
Kung Lao.
Kung Lao. Thank you. I made gestures for his hat, folks. It was great. Yeah, Liu Kang and Kung Lao. I just felt they were like really stuffy and stilted until they goaded Kano into figuring out his powers.
Yeah.
Which I thought that was really interesting and really cool and made me even more upset that Kano switched sides.
Well, I mean, I knew it had to happen. Kano is.
I know, Kano's a bad dude.
Always been a dick. I was underwhelmed by Shang Tsung.
Yeah.
I feel like they could have kept Carrie for it. He still could do it.
Yeah, he could.
Especially with in the original game, Shang Tsung being older.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I think Robin Show would have been a fun Shang Tsung.
Yeah.
Just to the Liu Kang
Nice
up
little-
to now the. I think that would have been a fun.
That would have been a nice little.
He was fine. He was boring, and I need my villains to be in a video game movie to be a little over the top.
I feel like Shang Tsung was instead of the Lord High Emperor of Outworld, he was the Lord High Emperor of Exposition.
Right?
Like that's what his role in this movie was, and I don't.
I'm here to explain things to you.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye.
Yep. That is literally all he was in this movie, and I like that's what bothered me about him. I thought the characterization was fine. It's just he never got any good chunk of story. All he got was, okay, let me tell you about this thing. It's in the video games. Hang on. Like that was his entire reason for being, and that didn't work for me.
Could use more Goro.
I loved the use of Goro in this movie. I loved that he was the big bad monster, the weak type fight. I liked that. I thought that was a great use of Goro. I almost kind of wish they didn't let him talk.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wish he hadn't said a thing.
I just mean him being around more.
Oh, yeah. And I'm disappointed that we don't get to see him again later in a different movie. But
Well, I mean, and that's what I was kind of in a fight with somebody about. Is they're like, I can't believe they killed Goro. I'm like, yeah, they like. Why would they kill Goro? They definitely didn't do that in the first movie. Oh, wait. I mean, it's true. They should have kept it more like the video games, where after the first one, he was in all of the rest. Oh, wait.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Goro doesn't show up again, and except as like a secret unlockable character in the third one, and then in the reboots again. It's fucking Goro. He's the mini boss.
Okay, sure.
He's so fucking hard.
Sure.
Oh God, he wails on me.
Yeah.
Fuck Goro.
But that fight was good enough for me to want him to be able to come back. Like, that's how good that fight was for me. Yeah, I thought I really enjoyed Sonya.
She's good.
I enjoyed
Funny.
Sonya. I enjoyed Jackson Sonya. That was they were adorable
Kano
together.
and Sonya.
Kano and Kate. I would watch a whole movie of Kano and Sonya. I would. It would be awful, but great.
It would be like the new Bulletproof
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
with Damon Wayans and Adam Sandler.
Yep.
Basically that.
Yeah.
Nick.
Oh, I was just waiting for you guys to finish so I could get back to my point I was trying to make earlier, but that was fine.
What was that? 25
It was.
years ago.
It was. It absolutely was. No, I was just saying. I lied. I had the other part. I had a dislike for the movie, which not really much of a dislike, is that I felt like the tournament turned to more of a street brawl. Like they was like, "Oh, we're gonna have a tournament. Got to go fight in the tournament," and then it just turned into a street brawl, kind of like it wasn't really a tournament.
Well, I mean that was the thing. They never got to the
Right.
tournament.
But
because
I
Shang
wanted.
Tsung was cheating.
But I like absolutely. But I liked in the '95 version like that stupid montage of fight scenes.
Well,
but
there's going to be like 4 movies.
I know
so
there is. I know.
Yeah.
They're
I'm fine with
they're
it.
gonna do the tournament.
I,
They're gonna
like
at
I
least
said,
do
it was
another one.
It was 2 very minor issues with the movie, but the rest of it I just fucking eat it up, put it in my mouth.
I'm sad that Katana wasn't in it, but her fans were.
Yeah.
They were at the temple.
Oh, okay.
What's his name? What's that other boss's name that was in this Annihilation movie that was painted on the wall? He was in there.
Motaro,
Is that his name?
the centaur-looking guy,
Yeah.
Yeah. His painting was on
played by Malibu from American Gladiators.
Yeah. it
You're
was.
welcome.
Oh, and I actually really liked the use of Reptile.
Oh yeah,
That was
very cool.
That was very also kind of monster movie of the week, but like also worked. And now that I'm thinking about it, it seems weird that they used 2 very horror movie tropes with 2 separate characters, and I don't know if that's disjointed or not. I didn't notice, so maybe it wasn't until just now. But yeah, I thought the use of Reptile was very good. That was actually another place where I was okay with the cheeseball line. Kano wins because that made total sense in that moment. That made total sense. Like
Kano wins.
I understood, and then holding the heart, like
Oh,
that
it's
was
fucking brutal.
yeah.
This fucking dude
But like, yeah, that whole
pooping into my cupped hands.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
There it is.
Yeah, but other than those 2 moments, though, all the line references were really. I thought they threw me out of the movie.
They were perfect.
They just
disagree.
made me giggle and pleased, and
I rolled my eyes almost every time.
the guy who played Bihan Sub-Zero,
Oh, sure,
incredible.
very good.
He was so good. I'm really glad that he's just going to keep coming back.
They had to slow him down on set. Him and the Hikaru guy. They had to slow him down on set because they were too fast.
I bet.
They were like, "Your martial arts are too good. Can you be less good?"
You mean Scorpion?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hasashi.
Hasashi. Sorry.
Sashi Hanzo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hanzo Hasashi.
They were both because they're
Hasashi.
both. I mean, they're both very well trained in martial arts, and they actually had to slow him down on set. It was, but those fight scenes were just fucking unbelievable.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
So good. And then the little the wall thing that he does in the game and the ice wall, like they just played up every.
Or the
They
ice
put-
duplicate. I enjoyed that.
Put in a
yeah.
lot of the moves. I was very impressed by
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
And
I
I-
thought that was neat.
And I liked how they didn't necessarily have the chain thing come out of his hand, the rope thing that Scorpion does.
Yeah, well, that was something the movie invented. That was never part of Scorpion's thing before, so I'm glad they did that too.
Of course.
Especially the fact that it wasn't alive in this one. A little
Yeah.
little alligator goblin that just comes out of the hand and goes, hello, ma.
Right, which I also loved how they.
Jesus, man.
You're welcome.
I was waiting for it, and I was kind of glad they didn't exactly do it, like him ripping off his face and being the skeleton and then
Oh,
burning.
the
Yeah.
fire exposing the skeleton. Oh,
But the whole
bruh.
but the whole coming back from the dead thing, I think, totally worked for me. I'm like, yep, absolutely believable. I mean, it's
Hundreds
turned
of
into a
years.
skeleton, but whatever. It's
Hundreds of years in hell.
Yeah.
He's like, I learned to control the fires of hell myself. I'm like, you get yours.
yes,
Yeah.
Queen.
Yeah, it was fuck, dude. It was phenomenal. I was like, at first I was like, I don't want the corny ending where he rips off his face, but then they did that. And I was like, yep, all right, got it, good, love it. Cut print, don't fix it in post because it's perfect,
Dude.
Yeah, it was glorious. It was. Although I was kind of confused, like the family being like frozen. I was like, are they dead? Because his family was dead.
Right.
So like, are they supposed to be dead? Or are they just in isolation? So does that mean his family really didn't die and they were just in isolation? So I was just like,
Well, I mean, he melted them. I mean, it's
Oh, yeah, he did.
I don't know.
it was fine. I mean, it was fine. It was minor plot hole. Whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's fine. It's
Like
fine.
overall, it was stupid fun. It was stupid, nonsensical bullshit. Absolutely. Like, if you're going into this movie to see like a good story, you're an idiot.
No, he's
Like, don't you dare. There's no point to that. Just buckle up and get ready for some bloody gore and stupid shit. And
You're gonna
watching Kano be kind of funny.
You're gonna get the martial art version of the Bang Bang Shoot 'em Up movies that we love,
Yeah. Yeah.
and it's phenomenal. Loved every minute of that movie.
Yeah.
I wouldn't change a thing.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna watch it again.
Absolutely.
I would change it so that it has a plot.
I wouldn't. I don't care. I don't care.
The first is all startup and getting a feel for that. This second one can have plot.
Yeah. It's just like a porno. It's like I don't really want my porno to have plot. Just fucking let's get to the action.
I just hope that like everybody doesn't get replaced with Kmart versions of themselves for the second one.
Final
Again.
Final question in the sequel. Obviously, it's not been cast yet. Obviously,
Or announced, I think.
no, it hasn't.
It has, yeah.
Oh, has it?
Yeah, they have 4 movies on the slate.
Right.
Oh.
But obviously, at the very end, there's going to go get Johnny Cage, and everybody the internet wants fucking Ryan Reynolds to play Johnny Cage. Good casting or no?
No, not my side of the internet.
My side of the internet wants the Miz.
I saw the Miz, and I've seen Ryan Reynolds, but Ryan Reynolds seems to be taking up my feed.
I
more.
don't want either.
I don't want either. Who would you cast?
I'd be okay with Miz. I would.
I wouldn't.
I would totally
He's a
be.
horrible actor.
He's a horrible actor, but he would be a very good Johnny Cage, I think.
Because Johnny Cage is also a horrible actor.
Yeah,
right.
that's the point. Like, just tell him to be like, hey, Miz, just go nuts, man.
I don't know who else to cast, but I'd have to think about that one for a moment. But Michael Pena. Fuck it. Michael Pena. Get him buffed up for it.
Why am I blanking on his name? Jai Courtney?
Jai Courtney might be good.
The Captain Boomerang from Suicide Squad.
Yep.
Otherwise,
Yes.
Eastwood's kid.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Seth, Clint Jr., Peter, David, John,
Jacob
Jr.
Schmidt.
Schmidt, Eastwood.
Who's the guy that I'm thinking of?
Fuck is his name? Sam?
Scott.
I knew.
The guy that
Scott
played,
Eastwood.
no, maybe not. I was going to say the guy that played young Magneto in the
Michael F. Fassbender.
no, no, not Magneto. Well, who the fuck did he play? He was in the remake of Mad Max, and he was in Partners with Beast.
Oh, Nicholas Holt.
Is that his name?
Yes.
Not the guy that played Beast. Like his driving partner when they're fighting over because Beast is fighting with that guy. And I can't. Who the fuck is?
I don't know who you're talking about, but I would vote Nicholas Holt. Who
Are you talking? His driving partner in what?
In
Mad Max?
In Mad Max, like he wants to be.
Oh, the other war boy.
Yeah, the war boy with the
Jesus.
bubbles on his fucking shoulder.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
Because the way you set up that the explanation,
You're right.
You made it sound like Beast's driving partner. I'm like, in what? To where? Why for?
You're right. It was not the clearest explanation.
I was
Baby Driver.
so angry and confused.
Baby
I'm sorry.
Driver.
He played Josh Hellman. He played
Slit.
Yeah. He played Slit, but in X-Men he played young
Strucker. Yeah.
Young- yes.
Striker. Sorry.
Yes, he would be good.
He would be good. I was just thinking also Ansel Elgort might be a good choice. Baby Driver.
Yeah.
He might not be bad. He'd be okay, I think.
Edward Furlong. Just kidding.
No.
I'm kidding. I am kidding.
I hate that. I hate when you say things like that.
Tom
It
Cruise.
kills me.
Tom Hanks. No.
I'm so upset with how reasonable an idea that is.
Who?
Tom Cruise.
Too short.
Really? No. He wears lifts. Who gives a shit?
And they can fix that in post nowadays.
Yeah. And
Final offer, Brad Pitt.
no. But like I would. Oh my! I would. I might be okay with. I hate that I'd be okay with that.
It's got to be somebody younger.
It does, but like, Cruz would have the benefit of doing all his own stunts.
Keira Knightley, she's got range.
And we're back.
Yeah, but he doesn't know. I don't think he. Well, maybe he does know martial arts, but no, I don't want Tom Cruise in that movie. He's too good for it. He'd probably cost him way too much money.
He would cost way too much money. Yes, he is not too good for it, in my opinion.
Christian Bale.
Yeah.
Oh, Tom Hardy.
No,
No, too old. He might be a little too old.
It just doesn't feel right.
Yeah, no.
You're right. Okay.
Tom Cruise is like that shoe that's just a half size too big on you. Like, it goes over your foot, but like something's not quite right.
Feels awkward to run
Feels
in.
awkward to run. Yeah, it doesn't quite fit, but it's pretty dang close, and you're half considering not bringing them back and just hanging on to them, and because it looks really good with that outfit, and half a size, you can motorboat around with on your stupid ski flipper shoes for a while just to make that outfit look right. That's how I feel about Tom Cruise as Johnny Cage.
What do we think of Jason Momoa as Shao Kahn?
Hell yes.
All right.
Yeah, I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. He would. He'd have to be. Well, he'd have to be less wild boy Momoa, like he's been like with Aquaman and. But yeah, I think he could absolutely do it. Absolutely, you'd have to find that medium between Aquaman and the Dothraki dude. I think he could do it.
Drogo. Well, him being Drogo is what inspired me to see it, because I mean he's a big dude. He's 6'4".
He is big.
Yeah.
Apparently very nice too. He'd definitely go buy you a beer. He'd definitely go to the pub with you. Yeah, I like it. Jason Momoa.
I was just thinking about, because I like the idea of a wrestler playing Johnny Cage. I do, because I like the Miz. I like the Miz as a casting choice because it's
or like an MMA fighter
or an MMA fighter.
Not John Cena.
No, God,
somebody on the younger side.
Right.
Yeah, somebody on the younger side.
New hot shit.
I not Roman Reigns either. Fuck that guy.
He's very pretty though.
We could have a whole episode about how I feel about Roman Reigns, but we're not going to do that today.
That's right.
But like someone from that, Sami Zayn might be a decent Johnny Cage. Actually, yeah. They would have to significantly do some things about his hair, but but I think that one would work.
Oh shit!
Like if he went and got super cut, Kevin Owens would be a pretty decent Johnny Cage too.
The guy, he was in Expendables 3. Okay. He was a smart ass kid, or even the other guy, the boxer dude. He's an MMA fighter.
Sure.
And I will look him up really quickly, and then we'll get final thoughts, and then we'll end this episode. Because I can cut this out. Expendables 3. Hold on. Wait for it. Filler. Victor Ortiz would be good.
Glenn
Powell?
You're not talking about Randy Couture, are you?
No, young guy.
So I was going to say, he was the only one I can think of who was in fucking Expendables.
No,
I'm looking at current MMA fighters, and I'm like...
Who is that?
That's a smart-ass kid that was in the fucking...
Okay,
damn, what's his name?
Who's...
Second, stand by.
God damn it, Nick.
Sorry, Glenn Powell.
Glenn Powell.
Yes.
What a boring name.
Yeah, right. I was just thinking
sure he's not
that.
a politician?
Yeah. He was in... He's been in a couple things. Nothing really important.
Here's a photo of somebody who says, wow, Glenn Powell sure does look like Tom Cruise. And we've circled back. Cut, print, I want Glenn Powell.
That's fair. Glenn Powell wouldn't be a bad choice.
Better than that douchebag, The Miz.
I still don't think
He's
that's
such an asshole, though.
He sure is, but like, I still don't like the casting choice. Isn't bad.
No.
So
This guy looks Johnny Cagey.
Johnny Cage. Any final thoughts on this Mortal Kombat? We wrap this episode up.
I mean, if you are a fan of the Mortal Kombat games and the original films, you've already seen this, so I have nothing to say to you. If you are a casual fan of the Mortal Kombat games and movies, watch it with a bottle of wine, man. Watch it with some liquor nearby, because it's a it's a fun, stupid popcorn movie that you should be drinking too, because it's not good, but it's fun.
Yeah, absolutely. If you like good martial arts movie that has not a lot of plot, it's just fucking good action martial arts movie, bang bang shoot 'em up martial arts movie. Then
I mean, the one thing this movie is not lacking is martial arts talent.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
I mean, by all means, the first one definitely had too, but this one you actually get to it's not just a bunch of stunt doubles.
Yep.
And then
Yep.
actors playing the character.
Yeah.
It's actors who are able to be the character and know martial arts, and that's pretty nice.
yeah, it was very nice. Even Kano, like the actor, I mean, he was kind of martial arty, but he was more of like a street
brawler.
fighter. Yeah, like a brawler, and he did a perfect job of it. I mean, absolutely, it was great.
Yeah. You should definitely, if you're going to watch this movie, you should be watching it for Kano.
Absolutely.
Because he's just the most
Stole the show.
delightful prick I've ever seen on screen.
And I liked how they did his eyeball thing. So
That was fun.
and it wasn't like forced. I didn't feel it was forced because I felt maybe it might. Like, anyways,
It differs significantly from the video games, if I remember correctly.
because he got a big
Yeah,
metal head.
he had a cybernetic implant.
Okay.
Yeah, because something radioactive. I don't know, it wasn't radioactive.
I think he just got his face
blown
kicked
it?
in or
Yeah.
shot or something.
Blown up or something
by
I don't-
Sony
yeah.
or Jax, if I
Right,
remember.
probably.
Oh,
Sounds exact. That sounds right.
the other one that bordered on incredulity was Jax's glow up. I don't know if I like that
His
so much.
cybernetic arm is just going.
His chicken arms, and then once he was like, "I've found my soul and power," and I think that was the plot of everyone getting their powers was like, you have to find what really touches your soul, and then he just got upgraded versions of his silly, stupid chicken robot arms.
As the only way to do it, other than him getting whole new arms, I felt. But I liked how they made him these little ragtag fucking arms.
And honestly, Jax was my favorite part of that really, really horseshit movie, Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
I was gonna say, me too.
Like I was
actually.
like, and that's what he did is he went and he got cybernetic implants to fight back against the invasion and had that really baller Cyrax fight. And
yeah.
That's right. All right. Well, anything else real quick? No? Yes? No? Well. Oh, all right. This has been Best Threesome Ever, episode 126, brought to you by Heroic Goods and Games and Jaybird Wines. I am Nick,
I'm Rob.
I am Kevin.
and we will see you next time.
Probably.
The views held here by the nerds of Best Threesome Ever do not directly reflect the views of nerds everywhere.